The moon hangs high in the night sky, casting pale light across the rooftops of Lanchi city. Arjun Krimishni moves like a whisper, his footsteps silent as he traverses the once glorious ancient city, now in ruins. His mission tonight is clear: eliminate Dhruvraj Patel, a presumably corrupt politician responsible for countless atrocities, including the recent massacre of innocent villagers who opposed his land grabs. Patel is well protected, but no one is untouchable for Arjun. Reaching the mansion's perimeter, Arjun scales the wall with ease, his dark combat suit blending seamlessly into the shadows. He slips past the guards, using the cover of night to his advantage, and soon finds himself inside the lavish home. The soft hum of electricity and the occasional creak of the floorboards are the only sounds accompanying his silent steps. Finally, he reaches the target's room. Patel is asleep, oblivious to the danger that lurks just beyond his door. Arjun pauses, taking a deep breath, centering himself in the stillness. With a swift, precise motion, he pushes open the door and enters. Patel stirs in his sleep. Arjun moves with lethal grace, his Vajra in hand. Vajra is a specialized weapon of his own design that can kill a person in 10 different ways. Patel wakes up. He sees the shadow silently, mistaking it for a regular nightmare. Fear grows in his eyes as a hand rises with shiny blade aiming for his chest. Yet he calls for no one. In a single fluid stab in the heart, Patel's life ends, his breath escaping in a final startled gasp. Arjun watches as the light fades from Patel's eyes, feeling neither satisfaction nor regret, only the cold fulfillment of a mission accomplished. As he turns to leave, a faint sound catches his attention. It's a soft whimper, almost inaudible, coming from a corner of the room. Arjun's eyes narrow and he moves towards the source. There, hidden behind a curtain, is a small crib. He pulls the curtain aside, revealing a baby girl, no more than a few months old, laying wide awake. Her large, dark eyes gaze up at him, unblinking and calm. Arjun freezes, the bloodied Vajra still in his hand. The mission is supposed to be clean, no loose ends, no witnesses. He raises the weapon again, intending to end the child's life swiftly, painlessly. He whispers a prayer in his local tongue, which translates to, "Death by me is better than a life in this corrupt world you're born into." Arjun's hand is steady, high up above the baby. Arjun makes eye contact with her, and suddenly something stops him. His hand starts to shake. The child stares at him with no fear, no tears, just a quiet curiosity. For the first time, a raised Vajra hesitates to kill. Lost in that still moment, Arjun is startled by someone approaching him. In a swift reflex action, he turns, slicing the throat of the person behind. It's a woman. It's the mother, Mrs. Patel. She is shocked, realizing her sealed fate. She looks at her dead husband, then her smiling baby. In a panicked state, she leaps towards the crib. Even as blood gushes out of her neck, she presses it hard and stands guard between the baby and the killer. In her dying breath, she stares at her killer and speaks. Her lips move, but no voice comes out of her. Just blood. Being skilled in lip reading, Arjun understands what she wants to say. "Spare my child," are her dying words. There is a belief in the cult of assassins to which Arjun belongs. A weapon once raised to kill must taste blood before it goes back into the cover. Arjun is bounded by this belief. this oath. Despite the hesitation, he had to kill someone. That someone, unfortunately, turned out to be the child's mother. The baby is spared, she shall live on. But in what kind of life? For the first time in years, Arjun has hesitated. His hands shake slightly, a rare occurrence for someone with his discipline. He has taken lives before, men, women, even those who might have been innocent. But this is different. This is a child, helpless, innocent, and yet unafraid. Putting his weapon, the pocket blade Vajra, back into its cover, Arjun lets out a slow breath. He knows what he is supposed to do. He knows the rules of his world, the cold logic that governs his actions. But in this moment, none of that seems to matter. Carefully, he reaches into the crib and picks up the baby girl. She doesn't cry, doesn't squirm, just continues to gaze at him with those deep, knowing eyes. Arjun feels something stir within him, something he had long thought dead. A flicker of humanity, of compassion, of a longing for redemption. These pair of innocent eyes are first in many decades that don't perceive him with either fear or disgust. Cradling the child in his arm, Arjun makes his way out of the mansion, moving with the same stealth and precision as before, but now with a new purpose. As he slips back into the night, he knows he has crossed a line, made a choice that would change his life forever, either better or much, much worse. He doesn't know what the future holds or what challenges would come from raising this child. But one thing is certain: Arjun Krimishni, the assassin, now also a father, and for the first time in long time, he feels there's still hope for this doomed gloom world.